Hey guys, Sure John coming at you with another Infinite Magicraid video. Did you miss me? Anyways, I do want to go ahead and I want to talk about where we're at in the game currently. And honestly, I think it's time. I think it's time. All right, so here's what I mean by I think it's time. Unfortunately, this has gotten hard. I've talked to a lot of people, and there is absolutely no reason why I should not have Catherine yet. I know we've had holidays. I've been playing this like a normal free-to-play person would. But there's no reason why I should not have Catherine quite yet in one way, shape, and or form. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm trying. I'm doing my best, but it's not happening. Is it my fault? Yeah, it is. And that's part of why we're going to talk about it. So I have Zaya, I have Seville, I have Lucifer. I have 3 amazing damage dealers right here. I have a crap load of support. Why am I failing? Why am I failing? So dot damage is super impactful in Infinite Magicraid. It's not like it's extremely impactful. I'm to the point now where I've made so many mistakes as far as my setup, and I have Elbeck, who is amazing as well. Like he looks so legit. Like I need to build him just for my own like peace of mind, because he looks like he could be a powerhouse. However, I think regressing Holder was a mistake. I think because dot damage is so important, I think regressing Holder was a mistake. I think I needed to invest in Reeves, Holder, Alina, and probably Liz. I think if I would have invested in 1, 2, 3, 4, if I would have invested in these guys and then maybe Isaiah or support or whatever the case may be, I think I'd be a lot further in the game than what I am. I think the mentality has been kind of a little off so far as like what decisions I've made, what I've been doing. Because I have a lot of bleed champions that can place a lot of bleed, which is great. I even have Hertha, who would be a great one, right? She's a great buffer, which is great. She can do bleeds, which is awesome. She has this built-in stealth. She's got an AoE. She's very reliable, right? It's literally, I think I'm making the wrong choice. I think I'm so focused and so used to like Raid Shadow Legends, for example, that I'm really struggling in the concepts of the basics in this game, because I do feel like what I'm missing out on and what I'm not able to achieve is kind of like my own fault, right? Because I mean, I have Taff. I've got a great poison champion. Like Intertwined this is such a cool ability. Like basically intertwined and then changes to like a stun after 2 turns. Like that's so cool. Like I don't have them upgraded. Like there's so much I'm missing out on but not having this. And unfortunately, it seems like that dot damage is really where it's at. I mean, even when we look at like certain bosses and stuff like that, right? Like, and you talk about, okay, well, what should we be doing here, or what are their like what do they need to do, right? Like for example, this boss Rum takes 40% more dot damage and 60% less other damage. So basically, like, and he ramps up every turn. He ramps up 5%. So if I'm not doing dot damage, which I'm not because I'm using straight nukers, I'm literally losing 60% of my attack. So think about this. If Zaya wasn't being mitigated by 60%, or Zia, sorry, whatever, wasn't being mitigated by 60%, like how much damage would I actually be doing? I'd be almost one-shotting this boss. Like, sorry, that's a bit exaggerated. But here's the point of the thing, right? I lost sight of kind of the basics and kind of the general mechanics because I started treating Infinite Magicraid just like I would any other gacha game, right? I started treating it just like I would Raid, similar to how I would treat it like Ace, and it's not quite that. Like that's not 100% the dynamic with Infinite Magicraid. They've done a pretty decent job of spreading it out. Now, are things balanced perfectly? I don't think so. I really don't. I know they made a change with bleeds, with HP burns and poisons, which I think was a good change and necessary to combat them, right? Because before it was just HP burn. But I do feel like even just if I were just to run without HP burn here and just run with some reliable bleeds and supports, I think that's more than enough to actually do a lot more damage and achieve some things. Now, how would I go about this? I have some options. I can progress heroes and do it. I can maybe start focusing on a couple other champions, build them up. Or the other option is I could potentially reroll. I'm leaning towards the option of maybe leaving this as my main account, actually go and maybe spend on it, and doing another series of free-to-play, basically talking about and diving into, okay, here's what I learned from the other one, right? From doing the this initial like free to succeed, first time playthrough on Infinite Magicraid. And then what I've learned so far from it, and then how to apply it on, I don't know, say a reroll on a newer server, and see if that makes a difference. Like, see if I don't progress faster, right? Like, I already have a timeline for 90 days. I already know what I achieved in 90 days. I did a video of it. I did a video every single day. I think that may be a good route to do, is just go ahead and reroll and focus on dot damage. Focus on some sort of HP burn, some bleed, some poison comp. Actually, I kind of would like to reroll and go poison. I know HP burn works. I know bleed, I think works. Talking to Ivy Lee, it seems like it does work for her. I could possibly go poison if I can get some poisoners. I'm leaning towards that myself. I think that could be a good change and a good update for me and my account, because I focus so much on just straight up damage that I put myself in a hole, right? I put myself in a hole. I've got literally 1, 2, 3, 4 amazing straight up damage dealers, nukers. And then I got all this support, like, but I don't have any dot damage. And that's, I think, really killing me. It's killing the drive, it's killing the motivation, because who wants to turn around and struggle? I don't. I can tell you right now with my account, I'm to the point now where I'm like, man, I wish I could just spend a few dollars just to, like, get past this hurdle, because it's boring. Like, I'm bored. Which isn't good. Like, I don't want, no one should lose interest. And the fact that I'm losing interest as a content creator because of my own choices, like, this isn't because, you know, the game itself caused this, it's because my choices caused me and painted me into this corner. So if you are also someone who maybe you've made some bad decisions over the course of the game, maybe you painted yourself into a corner. And if you did, how are you going to get yourself out? Definitely keep that in mind. Don't just struggle. Chances are you're gonna get bored. Like, I do understand if you spent money in the game, obviously you don't want to abandon that account. Makes sense. But maybe go play another server for just a minute, just to kind of like get a decent feel, right? Like, just to get a lay of the land, maybe a little bit of a reprieve, so that way you just feel better about the situation. And maybe that little break and starting over again will kind of refresh some drive for the game, right? Like, because at the end of the day, like, I hate to see anyone leave, but if you're bored, or if you're angry, or if you're just like, man, this is dumb, sometimes it helps just to walk away for a minute, go play something else, or start another account just to kind of get the feel, like, get that, you know, what was it that made you start playing in the first place? I know a lot of people, when we talk to them about Raid Shadow Legends, for example, Raid has been out since 2018, the end of 2018, I think, right before COVID. I played it, I quit the game, I'm back on the game right now to work on some projects for Aftershock United. Coming back feels good. Game feels good again. I took a year break off the game, and the game feels great. Is it going to irritate me within a month? Yeah, probably. Is IMR the same story? Absolutely not. I'm not saying that. I'm trying to get ahead of it for you. I'm trying to give you a little bit of a tip, some advice, some personal advice to myself that I would give myself if I was in the same situation. And unfortunately, I am sort of in that situation, because I am kind of losing a little bit of the faith in the game as far as keeping myself active because of my own decisions. Not so much what the game has done, because they've done a very good job. They've been transparent. All the updates so far have been spot on. I haven't had one update yet that I'm like, ooh, that's a bad sign. Like, there's a big red flag. I haven't really had that. I haven't. I was a little remiss, we'll call it, when they did the update with the dot damage. I feel like that could have been different. I am happy they did it, though. I do feel like they balanced it a little bit better. And honestly, they're going to have to keep tweaking that anyways. Like, that's any game. Every game, you got to tweak that and make it a little bit better, right? It just makes sense. It's a no-brainer. And it's just part of playing a gacha game. But yeah, I think we're going to reroll. Let me know down in the comments below. Do we re-roll or do I regress? I do have some regress potions. We're going to have a hero champion level up soon. I think we're going to have that event very soon. We're due for it. Actually, you know what? I can just go look at the events because it's already scheduled. Let's go look at the calendar. Let's go check my calendar. Let's go check the Rolodex, ladies and gentlemen. Check the Rolodex. What do we got? Starting soon. Hero training goals, 22 hours. 22 hours from now, I can go ahead and regress a champion, level up one of my bleed champs all the way, probably Alina, maybe Holder, since I can E3 him, and that's what he needs to be God tier. Something along those lines, and that way we can move forward, because maybe that'll make the most sense and give me the best fluff for my buck, so to speak. But yeah, we're gonna do that. We'll see what happens, I guess. Unfortunately, what I should have done, guys, honestly, is if I was gonna re-roll, I should have re-rolled during the 2 times Lego, because what do you get during 2 times Lego? You're gonna guaranteed get a legendary right off the rip, and then if you get 2 of them, that's even better. What's better than 1 legendary? 2 legendaries. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. But that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know. I want your guys' opinion. You guys have been really good. The community for IMR has been great. I'm not going anywhere. I know I put out a lot of various different videos on this channel. I put out Ace videos. I put out a raid video. I put out IMR videos. Who knows? I may have another game coming on the channel soon, but I'm trying to keep this channel just strictly to gacha games. Not particularly one independent gacha game, but just in general gacha games, because I do feel like I will always play those, and it just makes more sense. So, because a lot of other people also do the same thing. A lot of people will bounce around gacha games every 6 months to a year anyways. So this way you guys can just follow the channel and stay along with me. Maybe I play a gacha game that you enjoy, maybe I don't. And if not, then I'll catch you guys in the next gacha game and we'll see how it goes. That's gonna do it for me. Appreciate your time. Love you guys. Have a good day. Peace.